My name's Brian and this is Amanda. We're a husband and wife team and we've been working for ChipsAway for around 13 years.
Brian used to be in IT as an IT manager in London, and he got made redundant and decided he wanted not to work for someone, he wanted to do something by himself. So we started looking at ideas and we started looking at, one of our friends suggested a franchise as a safer option because we had 3 young children at the time. So we wanted something that we'd get a bit more support as well as starting something from scratch. So we started looking at franchises. We went up to ChipsAway head office and did a day there, and it really ticked all the boxes. We did look at other franchises. We did go to the NEC franchise exhibition, but nothing sort of compared with ChipsAway in terms of what we were looking for.
We knew that we wanted to move into a workshop and we needed to take on staff that were better at painting than I was. We needed guys that could do dent work and strip and fit, because we knew the work was out there and we knew we could grow the business. At the point that I knew that we was going to find this place where we are now, I then started looking for a young trainee to work with me on the van so I could get him up to speed to work as a man in the van whilst I go into the workshop. And at that same time I was starting to interview people to get a panel beater, because I knew a lot of the work that I was estimating were dent work or panel replacements. And it was exciting though, because it was all of a sudden we're just doing these really small repairs out on the road, and now we're taking off doors and replacing doors and, you know, painting cars in a booth environment. So it was just good that all of a sudden we're like, okay, that's when the invoicing started to climb, because we're doing bigger stuff.
Hi, I'm Aaron. I'm the mobile paint specialist here for ChipsAway, St Albans. So I've always had an interest in cars. I've never been able to get into the car sector as I was previously part of the delivery warehouse sector. And I came across ChipsAway and they took me on and taught me the trade. So I personally get a lot of satisfaction from starting a job from start straight to the finish, getting to see the customer's reaction, seeing them happy with their job that I've provided for them.
The research, which I think is absolutely key to anyone taking on any franchise, but with our experience at ChipsAway, so we knew the brand. We knew that there was only one small place in St Albans and he was selling his business. We looked at his business and it wasn't a well-run business, we could see that. And we just wanted to do it better. So we just done research of what other ChipsAways are within the area, because we knew it as a franchise on postcodes. Could we grow into those areas? So it was about seeing what other body shops were in the area, who were the competitors, and then looking at the demographic, who are our prospective clients. We knew that we could create something, a good living, a good business. So yeah, we'd done that extra research. We just had a look at what businesses were missing in the area.
We've both worked in the corporate world, and yeah, you know, you leave the office at whatever time you leave the office in the corporate world and you switch off. When you're doing a franchise, you never really switch off. It is, you know, but the flip side of that is, because it's yours, you put your all into it because you know you're going to get something out of it. And certainly for us, what really lights mine and Brian's life out is the sort of customers that come back time and time again and, you know, tell us the reason they come to us is because they're treated nicely.
So support from ChipsAway was pretty good, and that was one of the reasons why we did the franchise thing.
Certainly the brand awareness of ChipsAway was key for us as well, wasn't it, to have that backup of the brand.
So we always know there's a group of people behind us, so it isn't, you know, we're by ourselves.
Yeah.
And even though we've been doing it now for a number of years and we're doing okay, we're quite successful, we still know they're there, and we still need to know they're there as well in case there is a problem.
So to become a successful franchisee, there's a combination of things that make it work.
There's not one thing, is there?
No, I mean, certainly key is it's really hard work. You know, don't go into it thinking it's going to be, an easy option. It isn't an easy option, but, you can reap the benefits in years, as years go by.
You've got to be passionate, you've got to have a goal, you've got to have a plan, you must have done your research, and you set yourself targets. You've got to, we knew that I knew I wanted a workshop, I knew I wanted to manage staff, because that's my strength, and I knew that once we had that in place, we'll make a real good success, and that's where we are.
And the other key thing is your customers. If you don't look after your customers, then you don't have a business.
Yeah,
absolutely.